Starting with the version 2023 release 4, Sage Intacct has introduced quite significant change to the way how GL account structure is handled. Prior to this change, once you determine the length of the GL accounts and accounts are set up in the system, no changes were allowed. With the version R4, there's a new feature introduced where even after accounts are entered, saved, transactions are posted, we can change the length of the GL account. We can also renumber those accounts. This type of change can have a profound impact on your system, so before making any decisions or triggering any actions, please talk to your partner and discuss all options. In a Sage Intacct, GL accounts have two values basically. They have a record ID and they have an account ID. Record ID is a unique identifier for each account. And this new change does not change record ID. That will remain the same. What the system is going to allow us to do is to change actual account number. So that number that was previously locked, we were not able to change length or number, is now available through a set of features released in R4. So there are a couple of prerequisites that need to be met before that type of change can happen. First of all, new security feature has been introduced in a system to allow access to that particular feature. So if you edit specific role and go to subscriptions, as usual, if new feature is introduced in Intacct, there's very likely new security feature that needs to be revisited in order to be able to access that particular area. So in this case, under subscriptions for the GL, if you go to permissions, on the bottom of the screen, there's a section now called account numbers that allows us to set a permission or access to changes to financial account numbers or statistical account numbers or both. So before you can start utilizing that feature, those security options need to be turned on. So that would be step 1. Step 2 is to go to company, set up company, accounting tab, click on edit, and there's a now unlock primary account number length and sub-account number length field open. This is where increase in the size of the GL account field can be now made. We can increase this field to anywhere from 4 to 24 characters in Sage Intacct. Again, as mentioned before, this type of change can have a profound impact on the rest of your system. Account mapping, smart events, reports. So please discuss those features and options with your partner before proceeding with any kind of changes. So once change is made in this screen, now we will be able to go back to the GL, all general ledger accounts, and edit any of the accounts that you have on the list. Now, new feature, new hyperlink will be available now called Edit Primary and Sub-Account Numbers. This is a place where you can make changes to the account number. In my case, I did not increase size of the field, but should I have done that in step before, I would be able to enter those additional values here, additional characters to that GL account. So basically, as mentioned before, your record ID, which is behind the scene, remains the same, but the mask for the account number would be changed now by increasing numbers to whatever number you have set up in the previous steps. This feature is also now available through the imports. You could export your chart of accounts, making sure that you're exporting both record ID and account number fields, make changes, and make import back into the Sage. That would be probably a faster way of doing a global change. Any accounts that remain at the previous length will continue to function. But for instance, if account length changes, you increase the length and those accounts are not used in account groups, or those new accounts are directly mapped to their financial statements, obviously we're going to have a problem there. So again, for the third time during this video, I'm going to say it again. This change will have a profound impact on your system. It's a great feature, but please talk to your partner before making any decisions or any changes that way. There's one additional feature introduced for the GL, and it's available under configuration area, and it works hand in hand with a locking of statutory reporting periods. So locking periods in a GL is additional feature that has to be turned on. It's optional. Closing period is different from closing period, so not to be confused with closing period. So locking period is an additional layer of security available in a GL. So once that feature is turned on and enabled in a GL, now we have option to select how many periods in the future we can allow for entries to be posted. So if you set up at 2 years, any entries that are forward dated more than 2 years would not be accepted and error message will be thrown. So again, works hand in hand with a locking periods feature that needs to be turned on in a GL before you can activate this future posting maximum thresholds.